Wasafa, Isisu Sabatu, Alamola, Jalaniko, Kalize, Malewa Modo. Sinyama, Wasafa, Isisu Sabatu, Jalaniko, Kalize, Malewa Modo, Wasafa, Sapelisiza Sinyama, Wasafa, Isisu Sabatu, Jalaniko, Kalize, Malewa Kala, Wasafa, Sapelisiza Sinyama, Wasafa, Isisu Sabatu, Alamola, Jalaniko, Kalize, Malewa Modo.
Checking your time is only 35 minutes after 7. A high Kessben 92.9. Me need a Kwame Appiah Kubi paying. So once again, Mamina was in Mema Wakwaba being to Maakye. Ebraso say you know Eddie and Komo. We have just 36 days more to election 2024, and a lot is happening. Set year Kaseno Afro Barometer and Dra Asanso Eddie a year post for Eddie Ababonte and Opay. Yebedi Eho and Komo. Now what mu Supreme Court any a year the Speaker of Parliament Ehun Komodie Ewo. Nina no mabedwa for Ebetinasi na and Opay. Menya Penyipa Bakuma na Besram was studio. I'm so excited. This answer. One more free one more Pemubasi and Aquakoya and Nijesi. Rakofi Akwalu, a leader and founder of the LPG. And one so and a year Franka Chuni Edema LPG Amanu Kuono. He's in the studio with me now. Avi was your Biamwa, one no Negrini and Bay. And Tibet be deal Komotia and San Babida for so at but stay with us. The numbers in here 05505969929, 05505679929. Join you live on Facebook na ma wakin training in answer Emra. Yebeje na yakin kind in answer Eddie Abba. Ode ba mpacho na watch maybe out the free eba na yetimi akenkan nyina me hu kofi ache na je say de ni trisu nyina ye fita na na bodwe se nso de ho no nakam nim say ye fita dada but say no white na beka ni trinwi na nkasa ma me kofi ache na me ma na kwaba your excellency imagine
mejo so minia
na epomu te say
oh Nyakopon adumara kwa me hoye pa me se wososo o hoye
erade adom yansu ye hoye na no pe wa surprise me papa.
Oh sure
me you free kwa unu aba akua donko na ye bisa se watie ye ne a na watwe ye nso acha ye mfre no enti ye wa na ono akasa tu pick up ba se ono nso aba se ye mfre no ono ade no aba
wa ya de sa me ma me ne de
unfortunate.
Unfortunate, yeah. But in all things, you know, we give thanks to His the Lord our God. You see, God is such that say, "What's it be a money fast damano?"
Exactly.
It will look stupid in the eyes of people. Say, "Obiawu naga say odenya me ase say we free." But a quite now fast we free muno. Hey, we a presidential candidate. Now we will ballot on us.
Yeah. We didn't history move forever.
For the first time, I know we are as a presidential candidate. And you know, my many dear or baby, and now baby will be ready for the currency. And now, we're sharing the bush and munyam.
Yeah.
We share so on only a bar. So you union Mr. Wanko school, and I said, the woman in a war from.
Yeah.
Now, what me a press up so yet, oh, man, penny. apart from the jovial comments in the money is an emana na oyeno. Yeah. Me who say she should be studied. She should be studied because
as I see she no.
Exactly. Also she's an inspiration.
Yeah.
She's an inspiration to me. She's hope for the hopeless. Because someone say one go school.
Yeah.
You have no excuse by telling me say one go school to me. Because I don't call baby I would do you know. We in so one go school.
Yeah.
It won't me can say one go school. It won't mean yashi. Shaka don't koso nisuano baby I would me can go do it. To me say the oldest one is you so you be and you can do it. So
to a fine extent, I agree with you because you will need probably break crowd or my more. One more school there, now so almost a low self-esteem.
Exactly.
It is so be kind of crowd couldn't permanent.
Exactly.
But for nobody, or that bedroom was say, Obi a one school like Appiah Donko. Now, was on position be our my say the number one position of the country. Quite surprising.
Exactly.
Here could draw Cassia.
Yeah, and then she's the first woman. Sabio, one school, what the political party.
Exactly.
Yeah, and she's the first woman presidential candidate. Walk 2 times.
Okay.
One school. Was a ballot. She's the first woman to me. Was she depending on crying? So what could school do actually? Said the kind. What could school do actually? Now be bintin officer, you cannot make it.
Yes.
You have no excuse. That's what I'm saying. That she's an inspiration.
Okay.
Option on Oceana. It should ginger you.
Okay.
Say mommy correct my idea and I'm ready to me the movement. And you know, that's what I'm saying. Say nobody has a excuse. And if you're free mono, let's be all free at this fee. At the 4 fee. When free baby sir. Or a lone ranger, a farmer,
and on Musa,
and or the other do be a word. To me, she's an inspiration. But also, Gan Hanam said, be a Kasa, 1 year MPP,
on your NDC,
1 year NDC, no, na Umubun Mutia. But with him, that woman she has a lot in the head. A baby, Papa, we, many young man, even saying. Samuel Abu Jinapo. Also be a minister na garam say niema bi. It is here Accra International Conference Center.
Okay.
All the stakeholders in this country, we all met there. She was part. I'm for Kasaya, what would the Opojanis? Opojanis and Anamafadi.
Kessben.
Obi Krapo,
and she said, Wapijanis.
Anawabahubi. To Opojanisano, they had no choice than to allow her. So Bekasa. To Okasa knows, but Kasemi Bribi, Babakwa, Nedit Mutintam, and is I say, Yawaha, Seba say, your Tiagalam say. Nimum, the medium of communication, you know. And I said, the language now you use is here, ye cabrofu. Now you be a mom good in someone no musin soon. Mom go inform no more saying almost sense but your brofo. A moment to brofo. And to brofuna mo can no. It will not solve the problem.
Exactly.
The best time you see the them. I feel like them on my idea. So let me check. Now people now begin to start thinking. It's in my media mibuno. Mibune pa. Also my judge be or more suspended judge be Kumasi.
Okay.
Na judge if you want school to beat me a bogo. It you know, I'm so kwaje skaka krawo the other party no. And no ya so no na. I mean no airport no ma
Judicial Council.
E mo mo delay with ampa. Omo hwe na say our committee some offense bi ono. And no mo suspend this judge no. Ye to abawie 2016. Around 2017 2018 bonum. Say the boys be no mo nam. Almost said that ambushino. And an isika one who or more J free nisem no to kwabuchi.
Okay.
Or more G's can in $1 near that dinina. And I almost pretend to say I'm Roberts now. Abeji. So many go for a show. Oh, got one with Jimmy. My many yama jelly's uncle phone. So go for say a jar or more and I say, Omudasu Mudia minim. So But I'm saying almost 7 years BS.
Wow.
Oh yeah. So that woman, maybe they to me, I've never looked down on her.
Go downplay now. You do so at your own risk.
At your own risk.
Kessben.
Now baby I will play, baby I walk.
Any painful I was sheer.
Exactly. Obi ako school.
Onya that opportunity.
Onya that opportunity.
Yes.
Also so who did nothing.
President B or Habia or my Mubia will bet me a share.
Now and one was no. One was no. But also be a school or doctor.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairly form no doctor 90 man fairly.
I'm feeling.
Say what Dr. Sam.
Yes.
Samankra Dr. BBB
Omuni disqualified.
Omo timi an let's say ayikeku. Omo timi an fairly form no. Bernard Mona, he couldn't fill the form. But my man fill the form no.
A qualify.
Okay? You see, he has no authority anywhere to disqualify anybody. So if you do the right thing on the form. Masa, this is my 4th time.
Yeah.
It mean what is happening. About my form no to me, no to be a share or not. They thinking say Omoka is for if you're not going to fake tax grant certificate,
yeah,
they will scan it, and that's a BBS and digitalization. They will scan it. They almost scan it. And reflect and it's a fake. They will reject it.
Wow.
And obi on kind of corner and chiro say we anyway na me no me form so.
I disqualified.
And I easy so no. They are always quiet because of omadwuma no me no. They don't want to bring certain things.
Who cry now, Omonka.
Monka no about team say, but what you make catch or say, Massa, when you went. Nagare say, come here, ne come on when they caught. People should get this clear. Say, Omo failure, disqualify Omunina. Omanyo Munia may. But it's say, not in the crowd don't could me qualify. The crowd don't call. Sabio uncle school, Baudumiansa. Say, me employ a speaker say speaker me so be adwuma na yeden e mame wonu akọ school nti me so we mame nti anamo bi ese wo tu fa ho bia no you do it
na de esa kra ye nwanwa kra de say after say why employ say nipa no or ways I would check who said the nipa no so aye na correct
exactly
because when him say nipa no betimi
onim so aye adwuma no a check
Kessben.
no you disqualify na bear twice it the 3rd time and the 4th time unfortunately for her the 2nd time he went to me and try me and to abandon. But I got to be yeah,
very well. And to many Rakofia Paluna, Edin Como, one of your Frank Chini Edema, LPG Amanu Kuno, one answer the Kofa Baya, party no is in the matches. But na campaign cosine.
O campaignekuye.
What's a campaign as ija will be our my more about 2 years ago. And a baby I'll be Fabiano, o picture come here with fracking tear. O the year billboards. I mean signages.
Yeah.
Po be a be a bibo posters. O baby. Then what was the next president of Ghana? I don't know what was a deliberate branding. I was say oh yeah now. O share say oh yeah.
Omo munime. Nipa onime pa obetima kama asem ye. Mojumura.
Okay, Ura Kwame Kessben.
Yeah,
I see.
On the part which me come who I am and what I can do. Because when it comes to say your picture business, I left the business. I'm a business, I kakaka.
Yeah.
I won't depend I can do it. I can do it. Me no every crime na me ska. But because kitu be me jena ama.
I can see.
I kakaka. Say in some certain because what's a thing to do now? 100 me found query. But asana maybe no my plan and how to go about it.
Okay.
Say may ne do say basi no my twice do say. Na my santino may minim what I've been doing. And I'll be consistent. In SBA you talk about we are and no. No. From now to 2028 you'll be seeing LPG more.
I see.
This time it's going to be LPG. It will not be Kofi Palu. It will be LPG to 2028.
I see.
Yeah, because it's a party. And I want to build the party and leave the party. It is me.
Other peoples to come
exactly.
and take over. Okay.
And take over because we have to have a solid third force political party in Ghana. And we are liberals. Oko Yuka, you are liberal Democrats.
Right. Yeah.
Your mother party.
Okay.
Oba South Africa. Your Democratic Alliance, almost so a sister party in Africa here. All Makisa, the party now more call positions this year no say omo ye sister party
I see
and Abua Cote d'Ivoire so friends say papa you also say Watara party no so and also ye sister party but LPG we say we are very new until we are now building ourselves here. We are part of the African Liberal Network. So see I mean you can say me vice chairperson or Morocco, because we are doing the annual general conference. She's part.
I see. What share campaign that say we put his signages out? I mean, we just have barely 36 days more to election. Campaign no akwase. You can tell the FFA some picture with
yes.
Solid. I think so the question is that baby or my ya bedri anyone kasa wo hwe ho any vision a ekurawa campaign no kwase ma Ghana for je won sem ne sen
Ghana for no in fact omo eje ye feso baby ya ekopia omo tie nka omo niji omo on so control baby but because of Kofi Apalu say there we see your near man there the timetuma bamam baby oruma you could draw was the na mehwehwe ni because the petite force it ye hu so wani abre it ye betu abama it no LPG na me no kure ni bebia yakobia organ ha de this bebia yenkoye bebia yakobia no nipa bibre age ye feso na bi wonu kura na unim no but no ankasa organize wo ni pesua so nipa bibre they are doing it on their own. We had no clue. There's one guy be Odojojo. On friend Koku Frimpong. That guy, that's why you mobile money in the other day. Me that. But me one day somebody come and say, "Oh, Charlie, guy be so say campaign man war. You know, na guy na odi amano." Nam so have you me nim bakro. I said what man bakro no enemy akasa ofonso. And then they came to the office. There were so many people together. They came. There are so many of such people across the country. They are working seriously for the party. And you know, LPG is growing. And the party, you know, you need to say na buy and I say buy actually. You need to say so. I say over kind of home quality there. Yeah, Joe our two no man. You know, speaker, Mr. Speaker, I'm out for LPG. LPG koye pa.
Okay. Me ba should be na bisa some of the fuel policies ba kombie no me ense be say enkomo we na nkasa the details ye beto aso dwada na beja Amoako. Enti message no eye den wo hwe John Mahama o say the title policy 24-hour economy ora Dr. Bawumia say wono so the digitization no eba wo de no eye den de necessary Ghana for the kai on the day of election na wo mutimi de to abade ma ora Kofi Apalu
ya to a campaign no manifesto ni din a better tomorrow a new plan for jobs and wealth creation everything be aba bia no ne fare de ko sia ne say e say this ka be wura ni pabotom na de adwuma ba omanim that's the end resource say a better tomorrow say e chena obi atim die e wo omanim enti na akola bia wo Ghana bia bo so me so man 500 cities akola bia ya wo to Ghana hanuma ya Ghana ni a unya ndi mfie du ngotwe ne de bo so me so bia e betua ka 500 cities akola bia ena omo amobro mfie du ngotwe 18 e kwa kosi nkokora mrewa ne adade no mrewa na amu ni pension no obi mo 700 cities
and a social intervention policy
into so ka say dey na for the be kaime a and no ni ade a am for the be kaime say e betua obi a wonya adwuma bi aka say mo musi a mo ye adwuma a mutua senate no ye be amend the senate law no enti say nyame ya dom sorry me ka say nyame ya dom a say in case bi ya wo lusu adwuma a say senate etua wo ka ekosi ebra obenya adwuma
fire
patriotia say nti no ye betua obi aka ye be seska bakurum na ye maame mo moton ne ma wodwum moton ne ma bo adum moton ne ma wo kanshi moton ne ma kaneshi Kumasi Central Market any other de no ama for ko ho no ma mutu ni ska tobi na adwuma no atimi atumpon na adwuma no ye kese a utimi ese no adwuma me nko me tumi nye
no akofa from mo
abeyi bi no so nya adwuma ye
okay
e na de ntia ye betua mo nya adwuma kan se ye pese ye de edi hye aban kon na aban ye more responsible se obedi o man ne so a onko tietia obi a ba bi adwuma onko tietia ne fa hu de so onko tata no engo say na adwuma because
Kessben
Africa hanom no what I've seen is say obi ne wo adwuna nye pa obedi o man ne so a
no betata
obese wa adwuma because nipa na workers no mo ye adwuma ne so ogu adwuma na no mo betena fie nye na sem but say utua unemployment benefit
yeah
then bonus me gu we adwuma
una betua
sakofo ne ka job da so nti ubadwene
I see. Kofi, your details for Monday. Now, you be go deeper into that.
Yes.
There were a lot of questions on that, but you be on Monday. My last one, I know. What file parliamentary candidates are because in the last 4 years, o file be Madam for Bakwa no wo pillar 2. Kofi Asante.
Afiante
last 4 years, o file no ye niema bebre wo pillar 2 in the enclave. I don't know what file parliamentary candidates this year.
This year, in fact, all the parties, LPG and more parliamentary candidates.
Hey, I see.
All the parties. We MPP near this in the free war.
Okay, when I'm what to do apart.
Then what to do apart. All the other parties, apart from MPP and DC. That should tell you, say LPG is the serious political
and that is great because I don't see why I hope you're president, but yet you don't want to have some of your members entering the parliament. I wonder how I'll be of mine without having members of parliament.
What about me?
And my file do do saying.
Oh, so far the 36.
36.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice Kenya more, but unfortunately no. Skasem and be on my task crown certificate. I'm not ready.
Okay.
Be also kunya some small issues.
Okay.
And they couldn't.
And
I say, reject or more.
Okay.
But we are doing well.
You are doing well. Kofi, why are there? Congratulations to you. Now, we'll go into your manifesto or policies, one after the other. Na yatu ya boa se de din komo na afi watimi a kire de nti a sese Ghana for tomorrow. Anope de utwam na wankasa waforo so ababachia yen. Enti mayemfa onsi na yenda wasipa wakwenya shonkonso a wodi amaye the recognition no massive. Anope, we are grateful.
Thank you.
Yes, we are best now. Kokomlemle he ya.
Thank you.
Now, Isha, it's a rock of Yapalu, and I'm doing a dim.
Maya kada pasa pelisizo sinyama ilasafa isizo sabatu awamola anijalaningo kalize maya wamodo
57 after 7 but Chochinanya Meyadoma movement for change at the Afrafranto mega walk she says so won cry and she said what you mean car pacho Ochina be a part of it now
Kessben
by your
Kessben
and if Wachina mega walk no ever so join your land could you trabating Wachina ewo and cry ha na ape muntini ne mumpum na monhwese pomotini ntini nyina no in fact and could be able to me aba afi Afrafranto movement is a womoje akonya no enti beka wo mo na me fast dama imbustable mestra opposite na dro no eye imbustable mestra acho e wo dwaman be bia obeko bia obenya bi acho and then you are we adwuma kakra bia na wabre wo ho no na e chidi malaria yare na e ha wadwen afi wakodi mpaso gro akwakote yare syphilis gonorrhea ene de ka ho nyina de anopei esese uma wonsa eka eye imbustable mixture no ni bi na wononom bi ebeboa ebosti immune system no ma woni padua no Wano ankasa betimi akwatia ya wie bia. Anope from one more on 0246 208496 0246 208496. Na when imbusta ba Mr. For any command pay. Na Eclipse collateral management for other roba anope adwadifo nyina down for businessmen nyina down for Eclipse collateral management. Wamo sa anope me ni woni nkomo na me mo won kai se wamo de wamo wo ho pa. And then we a businessman who pay loan the free bank you now so only collateral. The main say chiba ma loan no one sa can win bia and no pay one Eclipse for any income na wamo behwe ama collateral no be. And what you know pacho we japade ru why nkrata dia to we japade ne so. And no pay Eclipse say wamo de sa nkrata ne de be ye adwuma na afi wamo tua commission e wo ho. Enu nti bo ho modern na when Eclipse collateral management any income. And no pay say yeah ka say Eclipse company no pay accountants. Mo amoye chartered accountants. Na mutimi use a year the latest accounting software sahodo e ba ne say obe prepare a year financial statement awo hunim de e ba ne say GRA tax clearance certificate ni ade nyina no obetimi ni omodin sa wo so pacho wo hunim de e ba ne say obe use Excel formulas sahodo e dia generative various a year bookkeeping records ni nyina no wo hunim de dia anopai Eclipse collateral management for FND per juma enti wo simple bookkeeping and wo bank statement how be reconcile ma bibia aye kama no pacho wonim de ni dru honko a dia anopai send you receive no echo k.amega@ecmagh.com k.amega@ecmagh.com na when Eclipse for any come submit you receive no echo na adwuma kwan ebie e de ama but for one more on 0266999020 0266999020 and after 0543-832-466 0543-832-466 na wone a year Eclipse for any answer was so one more U12 Abakan Street ewo Adenta News site and I'll speak to them na one more ebeje so pa but for ahoshim say adwuma ye de eye na ne penso eya enti akonya ba na wo de ho ahyemu bi ebeboa
Kessben
na Bayport Savings and Loans say ming mo won kaye say fixed deposit investment there but wo ye bia eye fixed deposit ye di kan ka chiro da say bank bia ye bi nanso Bayport de ne de edanso pa di enti e ma ne danso edanso efri say Bayport for nko an e wo ho abotre wo ho adaje say enei wo mo no betena se adi nkomo ansa na watimi de osika no aba beto fixed deposit ne mo na eni jesem no ene say sika botene na ekura wa wo de eba beto ho no enei Bayport fo nya ho adaje na otena se di nkomo na afemu nyina no mo aye nhyehyeye ahwe emfaso esese ba osika ne so ema in terms of interest percentage esese wo mo de to so ma nyina no Bayport no be di ho nkomo na afemu nyina no mo aye nhyehyeye no kama pa eno achi no betimi de osika no to fixed deposit bosomi me yensa bosomi nsia anase afeba na osika no aye adwuma na achimi enyin ede ama afi ebreso se wo hia osika no na wo time no a wo de share ye no eso a wo mo de osika botina wo de ba ye no ede bema na afi mfaso nso a ababeka ho no bacho wo mo de ni nyina no ede ama in fact wo time nso a de wo hia ne se obebo wo mo amane within few hours abroso ai 24 hours na afi wonsa achimi aka osika kona bra bia no enim haircut se bia nso ni ba bia anope Bora Bayport Savings and Loans branch ni nyina mo ewo o my Ghana mo na woni wo mo eni nsa wo so se wo nkrai hanso a obekọ eye kokomlemle ATTC school ni nche ho ape wo mo office kesepa ba konso ewo ho a obechimi ene wo mo edi nkomo every ho Bayport say ukita 5000 Ghana cedis se ko na ni mu a obechimi abebie fixed deposit account na afi wo mo ne wa ye adwuma abo and pay for one more on 0245 153283 0245 153283 na woni Bayport Savings and Loans sending come on and after 0263 007 922 0263 007 922 na woni Bayport Savings and Loans any komo anopay na womo ebeje wo so na womo ahwe aba bibia nso atoto ye ede anopay your future now Bayport the hold Charles Maakye a managing editor Edema the Hawk the Obo Kracha no anopay what's na say in the studio na mene womo eba ababedi enkomo afi Ora Harrison Kojo Abba a member of the NDC's communication team anopay one so at na say Benjamin Insia a energy policy analyst one so ebe join here na afi Kweku Kwashi a member of the NPP's national communication team. He'll be joining us shortly on the show. Na anopay yechimi Eddie and Komo. Barima minia makati ache na mimana kwaba. Mihunu na watching. That's it, Machi.
Speaker Mejoso.
Na impomo to saying
Odex no so ye fentino. You ever say
me Dex dey here dey see hey.
So I fentino it is a week ni mu ye. Because keyboard no quite 13,000 plus.
So that
for there is a big
Madame Fubia.
As a man 14 vichain of we can go for tabo go park or so.
Madame for businessman biase na owokumase. Last week Friday, man, tiasem papa. But one on a gift each chairman, you know. Me dana sepa I will quite strong. So I'm person me bonidi.
One tiasem papa say.
Was it? Some media ne da me care mo no one be we are you.
Okay.
One be we are media ne da me care mo na. Ye say baby say na baby nso ye.
When so the omofa ko mu ntimi nya ho re.
There here.
We know.
Na de ba yin so cry mani so ngona mi ntimi nusu. Mintimi operating to do them.
Our technicians will be
what are you to be? What are you to again?
Women will be
Kessben.
Richard Harrison.
What do you know him for?
That's a bit
who will be? Maakye.
Oh,
and know that there be over studio how they but
make quasi.
How much you made by my race when you say, Maakye, they were you to watch it. It's the point, I know the mere film kakra.
Oh, I mean,
never hope I'm them documents in BBA. I feel by one for the number.
Many be, and man, cousin,
that's Maakye who will be. Yes, hey.
Oh, yeah, but that the panas, why the business man that was it. Now, Charles, now Benjamin, so my tuning crack. Oh, yeah, you late, Debia.
They are very normal.
And you're normal, also son of Bravo.
Very normal, man.
Also son of Bravo. I see. And yet, that be quite was champagne or be studio them. So, yeah,
Kessben.
What's your benzo?
Benana.
I'm saying, about the walking, yeah, no, but Ben.
Send it now. We'll be back to the studio.
Boys, the news. When they had near which is over you one ring.
Kessben.
We make as a one team so you're taking from what's a corner.
Sana, Yakwaba.
Yeah. 36 days more to election. I mean, are you feeling say Ghana be because
Akwalu about studio.
Yes, I will bet you now or Chemo.
This is a Maya Diamano.
I bet you. A Maya Diamako.
So on one a Dranico studio, Monteview me.
Oh, there be there.
Oh, Chemo, I know about them. Talk to me.
There we go. Coffee bars of it. And that's all no one here.
Or wait for you.
Send the office were here.
No office there, but won't be no going movement. No office need top radio the same way. I don't know uncle. Or by joy, cinema. A part in Kahon.
And now what is wrong with several?
You say what top petrol good car muno uchi.
Onchi.
Oh, Drew Abiano Wajina talk to me.
And I disagree with you. Now what is wrong with that?
When you were signing Kofi off or to studio at our catcher and say, when they would travel no wafa.
That is it.
You didn't invite him.
But do I have to always invite him?
It means that you why don't you invite? Don't you have plan?
I do, but
You have plan. You have plan. You have schedule. It was not meant for today.
The point is that what things are you good?
Kofi Ahunsu or Tna and not the amount for the election now. Nti wato petrol go say gas nso no use o move from studio to studio and all pa producers are just so mama me 30 minutes
Kofi the odo na agbodo mo ano
na studio there who bad at least presidential candidate 36 days to election now can flyer ya de kakra
ask ya no for Monday there be theory producers no
nanka ye di agro e ba ofia u 2 minutes kushia agro ye di ba ofia speaker ye 2 minutes kushia e Friday ni Monday there time men e wo mu as we di mirika you can't cover Kofi Akpalu.
I'm not covering, but
their fruits.
Maybe no to me, I am fair.
But their fruit you shall know them.
There be tobo. Bagati, I am fair say, and they John Mahama say, oh, me the convoy nam ha. Dr. Baumia say me the convoy nam ha. Kessben nie, me boy remo me babes na mo ne mo djuma e for efe. E dey na efe chance.
Obi a wa plan what schedule program to appear on Monday.
And no say
it has taken everything.
Mama Harrison actually.
Numa bedi nachi. Numa bedi nachi.
Harrison matching.
Yeah, Mr. Speaker.
Let's say.
Oh, by the grace of God.
We can go say.
Yeah, manage kakra.
Kessben.
Yeah, fine. Party what to say?
Oh, party mudi more concerning with name. Party executives from national to branch. Obia TSC omoye campaign. Oshesa election we kra election I to say contest be in him.
A contest be an election.
In election mo. Yeah, nam grounds ye who MPP for. Ube hu omo aje se is any friend omo car na so sound no. Obonju mu so speed we be twam no. Enyes before beti sisifia no obe paja wa na sisifia no no wan. Entita.
Sasa
no cry.
Before beti sisifia no na sisifia na duro no ha. Sisifia ni
omo nyobo na na so omo ni message bia sisifia there's a man for to na podium okro ha. Sisifia. Papa sisifia. Message bia ni ho. Dr. Baumia Paul na po as running mate. The only message I will get is sisifia. Onankasa timidia sana sa no appointing the CCC. And that is the thing. That is what I'm saying. There is no contest. There is only two campaign teams in the MPP. Dr. Baumia campaign and Anapo campaign. Shesi Obisaya campaign apart from these people. But when you come to the
Samira campaign, I mean the National Party then so to the
when you come to the NDC, even individuals who are not party executives, Bia Tiasima Sebe Omoye campaign. Now Sebe and many who can say the most expensive commodity in Ghana right now is the NDC's t-shirt.
The most expensive commodity
and the most needed. The nipa pe. I didn't tell Amaka the most expensive. I say nipa pe ba omonya den. Omonya. And you see I'm printing t-shirt too.
It's scarce.
It's scarce. T-shirt now short you system no.
I see.
And the week it abe 3,000 t-shirts within 7 minutes in nyina besan. I end this t-shirt. E bi no mu kura e ka say Harris mama a t-shirt I am to aba mamo. People just want to wear the shirt because there is some sort of a wind of change sebi ebulu into omo contributed to this particular factor sebi. And then Ama NDC I one of the most attracted brand in Africa. And then Ama NDC I one of the most attracted political party in West Africa. No, ya better almost say a party executive they almost have to turn yoma. And it will be bia ara owo enten oboa ama party na den afanu ntuma afra. Na sabi akabe 35 days pe. Ni yankwa den yankwato aba. Baby a yaduru no. Broni ka bibi se finish hard. Yaduru ho. Finish hard. Ya nye adwuma na saa adu. About one of the yafa, but the aka na de ben gab no. gap no e was say wide gap no e was say wide gap no the way I say be obi wo trimupo bi si or the nsa be hyehyɛ babia ma bibia be kura na wontimi nyɛ den wontimi nyɛ sai ndi so we party ni mapa ana we party executive na wo teme nka na ya mpatwa adwuma no ma yɛntinim ne yɛnhyɛ mu kina ne ma gap no mbra Mr. Speaker ye migita no pa yi no.
Very well, but that's 40 minutes after each. I Kessben. Numbers is 0550 596 929 0550 567 929. I know your numbers are up here. Juba na what we mun come up with Brenado na akoso. Maakye don't call actually being come so. Now what we mo Supreme Court any a year the Speaker of Parliament and also who's come out yeah. Now what we mo John Dramani Mahama pose 5 questions to Dr. Bawumia say on answer. Dr. Bawumia be yano with a year 50 additional questions. Say what so enyano. Now what we mo answer na America buyano under the State Department, you know, at the a year restriction at the buy yes and they will be ara obey bibia a back cause a threat to Ghana's democracy. The teach you about to ye komo you know visa restriction near the no one more at the beba and no a young command what we mo etimi akoso na my young na yentie tapes no na yenhwe tapes ni bi emra about John Dramani Mahama and then Dr. Bawumia on questions and no one bisa no responses are a buy yentie ni yenhwe no mra ye ba Charles McCarthy be shase na yedi nkomo.
He posed 170 questions to my Vice President, Emisata. He should go and answer the 170 questions himself. Indeed, he shouldn't answer 170 questions. He should answer only 3 questions. 3. Why is the exchange rate 17 cedis to the dollar? Question 1. Exam, he should come and write. Ezu, why has Ghana's debt risen from 120 billion to 767 billion in 8 years? Question 2, you should come and answer. Question 3, why is inflation where it is? Why did it rise to 54% under your administration for 8 years? And then let me add 2 more. Question 4, why did you borrow 42 billion cedis from the Bank of Ghana? He should come and answer those questions. We don't need 170 questions. 170, if he wants, he can answer them himself. But Ghanaians are asking him 4 questions. He should come and answer those 4 questions and explain to Ghanaians why we are where we are. The last question is, why has he run away from the economy to digitalization? He used to do big about economy. Today he can't mention economy. It's not in his vocabulary. Anytime he opens his mouth, digitalization. Come and talk about the economy. That's question 5. 5 questions. Tell him. He should come and answer them. We used to learn what they call nursery rhymes. And that one, you just have to learn it by heart. Even when you are sleeping, you should be able to repeat it. So if you remember, ba, ba, black sheep, have you any wool? Then we had Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. Those nursery rhymes. I woke up this morning and I saw 50 questions to me. It looks like our Vice President has just learned those things in the 50 questions the way we used to learn Baba, Black Sheep, Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Because I asked you 5 simple questions on the economy. That's all. Simple questions that Ghanaians want you to answer. You go and respond with how many compost plants, did you build? How many this did you build? That is not what the issue is in Ghana today. Let me take you down memory lane. In 1992, there was an election in America. It was between Bill Clinton and George Bush Sr. At that time, the American economy was in recession, the way the Ghanaian economy is in crisis today. And people were talking about immigration, talking about all kinds of useless things. You know what the Clinton people said? It is about the economy, stupid. Today, I'm repeating those words. This election is about the economy, stupid. It's not about all those other useless things about who built how many compost plants. Answer the 5 simple questions. And you can't hide behind the debate. You don't need the debate to answer the 5 questions. When you ask Emisata 170 questions, you did not agree to go and debate for him to answer them. Ghanaians are asking you 5 simple questions. Just answer them. Akufo-Addo to have given him 2 questions. He should come and answer them. That's all Ghanaians are looking for. You have destroyed the economy. That is the truth. Even if you look at the 50 questions he asked me, he has skillfully avoided the economy. There's nothing about the economy in those 50 questions. And that's why I gave you the 5th question. Why are you running away from economy? Because you were brought in to fix the economy. The economy is in a terrible state. Just answer the 5 questions I have asked you on behalf of the people of Ghana. Simple.
Mibisa umampenyi dada. Mesi umampenyi dada. Chireyen adie bako. Inshishe bako ode ababuwa Ghana for. Dumso ana a confirm. Dumso ana a confirm. Bako. Bako. Wait me. No say oh no. Why you massing? Let me see. Would you who this? Why you massing? Brian, ye debate 1-on-1, mano a mano. Omba, we Johnny, Osro, we Johnny to say I'm cooking kitty. We Johnny,
Kessben.
We Johnny, Osro, Joboy. Me ubisami say me nchire nhihye mediaba me be vice president me chire nhihye 33 different policies 33
Dr. Kwame, vice president, thank you. Now we're done to say go kitty. Yeah. Heat, you know.
Kessben.
That's Magadi. I'm with you.
Speaker.
Yes, Magadi. I also make that need to say go kitty.
Speaker.
Yes.
My main child view. I mean child I for near Tifo. Amamona yatuna sisi. Amamu and your trainer form. Of my ye of mine canco.
And she share papa near the go
say. For me, one thing, say, a man for ni money on be catch Ghana for you. So a man for no moon samasa. And now, plan papa beer ni wa my speaker.
Yes.
O my timwa mabun timin en high dine. O my timwa e mabunu entimin to asase. No wakasi osida. O my timwa adwumayeni akoye hand to mouth. Na 2 major political parties. NDC MPP. Montoa. Na mon kanche Ghana for. Ni amu betumi aye. Ebe ma nipa ho ha no. Na mu betumi aye. Ama life aye better for the ordinary Ghanaian. Na sabi yesi Appiah na ena mototuma mo ho dia. Na me try ha bisa say future na we hin.
That's fapim papa.
That's fapim no. Where is it? You get it? I say you penny phone in Nimania Omobaye. They are wit end. Or map him. Speaker.
Yes.
36 days to elections. And can weigh a final lap or no. Because the last month in the war.
Yeah.
And be icebreaker. What I say, groundbreaking be a would see this time. And there's just a more than a D. Na etimi cement more victories. na cement mo losses wa wu lose ya hu se wu lose wa wu win ne ya hu se wu win. For me, this is not the time for this. But then Ghanaian politics about soundbite. Do you get it? Who is giving us the soundbite? Who is giving us the jabs? Because in Central Vodia, a common qua na a soundbite. As an divorcee, you won't need and tomano. A corner not the be a grass afo.
Kessben.
In Central Vodia, soundbite, then make you show who's your boy. Yeah, no, Nanya diablo so.
Kessben.
That is radio for you, but does it solve the issue? Questions bisa yes, every elections presidential candidate will cross-ask questions. Answers beba. So what I say, Mahama bisa 5 questions. 5 questions, and the question will be bisa and say, Edimusu or 3 bisa sa questions na. Yes. I was who kwenya so day. Obisa. It was about me amani na. Yes. So answer so the mano. It's about me so timi bisa na. Yes. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Entianka, before you cross over to ask 50 questions,
you might have answered the
5. We are now the 50 ni manner.
Not one answer.
Not one answer. Then we can hold him responsible and accountable. See, there be and yes, I na grown ye dino because unya penina dikan bisa question. Unya what I say? Una dikan bisa ye. Unya kumanu question. What the answers amount? Onuswa bisa ubi yinano. Na ye nyina so na ye mfanko.
Kessben.
But unfortunately, yes, I know. So, me na me to Dr. Baomiafwa. Oh,
yeah.
And I would have answered the 5 questions. Me, we are not my dinner swab are requested for the debate.
Okay.
So, I say, they say, my mouth 5 answers, my answer of 5 questions. Now, we make questions of a person, maybe some person may know issue.
Yeah, debate. It may matter what person, what family, and what bisa diamond. Yeah.
Do you get it? I also want you to meet me one-on-one for a debate. But unfortunately, and yes, I know, or more trivialize the issue, no. Adousing the potency of the questions, are reducing it to soundbite. Say, and kukon kitty. Well,
Kessben.
I will not be the one to talk about Nkukon Ketinketi any confirmed self because super political party manifestos now, some of these things are in there. And you know, if you think it is irrelevant, you won't put it in your manifesto in the first place. And you know, among mekan shayen, yeah, yes, we are tihe, Swiga. Yes, we are when you say maybe some questions. Said ne ordinary single room. A one crying,
higher,
over 800 Ghana cedis, depending on your location.
You say 300, 400,
it wouldn't be. Do you get it? Depending on your location. Ope chamber and hall, you are around 1,005. Ope 2-bedroom, 2,000 upwards. Speaker, now young man.
Is it 2-bedroom? Be 4,000 a month.
Okay. My main fat speaker name Fantuano Power. Young man speaker. Or the school boy, or now, or person, or D. Dachinti, or Betraha, Ahomachino, or Soyaba, or Rien, or Pon, no Koduma, or Coscu. Na Ketia, a saying. Father says, Juma were 3,000 or 4,000 a month. Na Danya will quack general, 4,000. A manda, then I will be di. A mudden I will be better light with your light. I told you, a faka bedroom, what are you? 4,000. Let's use 4,000 Ghana as. That's what the emphasis is. Pay boy 4,000, and then I will hire 2,000 Ghana a month. Figure, how would you survive? Taben and now bet to susu anya sasika ama landlord anya abuabua biano so ukoto asase na ufie 40 krasi ehwe wo TV so anopa obia message beba calls beba omopemoa where will it go hand to mouth no mponu entimi nya hand to mouth siga we ena ye hwehwe se sen kwan ben so na ban befa na ye hu ahinhan ye won sase ye see ye affordable housing siga how affordable are those houses? Affordable houses.
Yeah.
But how affordable are those houses?
The state housing companies is you
won't get yem farm maumpo.
Baby,
wompo. Yes, here no omusi na ya chama ye ho. So ube kono na ye mpanyifo aban mu mpanyifo na asato na omudi rent ma manfo. Babia President Kufosi ye wo motorway no so. Moka mo say on Botema on said go and see. A man for guest house. People's hideout. Abamu for. That's what they are using. Motels.
Kessben. Kessben.
No, the ordinary Ghanaian worker.
Kessben.
Any baby that.
Oh, ni baby that obre. Into obiti in sawam and obey Juma and cry. And yana pe. Ebi ho na wanya da no boyfo obiti kaswa kwa adwuma wa shama that is the problem I face. Basic commodities, basic necessities of life, and nyama beti mama ye ho ahehan ye yentiminya light and something saying what and something saying ye tio mamu ha hunger the hang I may report me next week. Can afford accommodate. Though almost year the average, but still, the internet say Ghana ni or Maya or Tise Yankupan share this level. Then they say accommodate. I don't get it. Many will say over 500,000 of Ghanaian teen amount for between 14 and 19 years. And I am for within 4 years. From 2016 to 2020. And got that 500, let me get the accurate figure for you. Over 500,000. And I done it a for. Abra ye wo free SHS. Yes, JSS, a free compulsory universal basic education.
Kessben.
Why are children within that range becoming mothers? I don't know. We are not interested in answering these basic questions. Malnutrition. Report that Ghana Statistical Service conduct surveys year on year in. But you pay you for your margin and say, "Omum fan need Juma."
Kessben.
They will not use it for whatever reason best known to them, and nobody is able to tell us, you put me arrested teenage pregnancy, your growth, unemployment, and what have you. Appiah normal.
Hookup.
They say quite almost society, no. Escort.
Oh yeah, I'm a friend escort.
Escort.
I didn't for Aban.
Escort. Escort no do but to me the net to quay. Yeah. And they create website apps and what have you they are on. You go to Tinder, you go several apps. Where corner girls are showcasing themselves naked. Naked on ferry she was so camera to see a studio hey.
A company I drink.
Yes. And that TikTok live. You get people stroking women. TikTok live. Can't afford. And go out. This is the situation at your womb. And you say, Galam said, the say he is not interested. Government has indicated his unwillingness to fight galamsey, or you're interested in vote, and we will not talk about galamsey. Let's put it aside. Let's go and get the vote before he did not to Jane. And then soon, Sayana, of course, say. Figure, how are we able to do these things? Now you want higher, or my walk arable land, fertile land. You will be beer. Why are we not able to farm? Yet, and former Agric Minister Becca Chair said, or yet planting for food and jobs. Can we point one farm?
1 and 2.
A full baku, a yet Ghana bindia. One farm. See about Western region, Western region there, yeah, double there, yeah, dog anti cocoa full way, Ghana bindia.
Just enough for
Uko T regional, a hono, udon katia, udo by the for be say, and Tiancaso, a honso, a bind the new Uko by your friend. Bono hono mona, Tetima areas, so cashew, because a buying cashew farm in so be bida. There was a previous government in history. Is this say a champion one? Why yebi? Why are we unable to develop or to build on this thing?
Cote d'Ivoire here, almost.
They have it. State farms from across Ghanaian border from your friend Norway, from Norway to the last village before you enter Abidjan. Village Bia, district Bia, a form. We have districts in this country over 216. To Bia were for Baku. Bia invested local and nowhere world. Ya emwa.
All right.
Can't we feed ourselves to the level say Jenia, this is Mali, Niger, Nina Sifo, Nidibre, Ade. Why are we so wicked to ourselves like that? And the Amaya say, who was so my, you need direction. I say, you need direction. The train will be up and no, yet. We train you into maybe say, but be a dream. But be your man with your dream. Say, Mabununa and sorry, and Kayo one move, and your man with crayons, you are. We no more my bomb will break. O ma bo mu bra wi o mo do mo pe bibi na ja o mo nana o mo nchirima o mo nana no mo no they will collapse this country and then the vicious cycle my economics no we always talk about vicious cycle. The rich will continue to be rich for
and the poor will continue to be poorer
enti e be kosa aba na man mo sa radio su kasa no mo ma rulie
sa na mo pe mo
enti yan sorry na yan kasantia na yan nya be bo man
no so ba me brese ya
pepe
wa metina radio so make it man of the Kessben Harris mami chill for 10 minutes
finally benaba
your call the kwan we no go on nim baby free ba
Mami jina kwanya yusu na mincha wini watifu ne wahwefu jina
mami ma Ben ne kwashi achi kwashi machi
speaker medase obo ade my divine selections
je onzo ya be late come
it from Frenchame Misimuntem but unexpected traffic bia economy internet meant me
I heard
me fi
motorway is straight
I heard me fi
no connected to anyone yinanko branch
Misimuntem anka roughly by 1 hour 10 minutes can do I say but no unpredictable some man for talkers to kumpa as cover for talkers in Chama Kumachi
railways nanka
India say so India say
railways na one man for contract ma
Ninia railway
lines
Ego super
Mame Emma Ben in Siache Ben what bar focus over Hawaii now as you say Margie
yellow come on
okay
I say dear Oyakokaya Solomon Usuno
I say
okay that mean I say no one say journalist Muyim who Edisa near who say near Yanimobeko is good
only a condescend
o say me
yellow you be there the alpha beta and the
we so jani
and now they be kawas
say yellow no ya
Yellow.
Me ho ye kwa.
It is say yen say yellow okroma.
O say yellow ye hu babi ni babi a o kasako.
Yen say yellow okroma.
Yellow ni babi a de ko. Solomon Usu atima convince o. Morally no so amuye na Accra na I think say mo ya de because me who say population dey actually pa kuma asen so mo ya de population e gina mo ya de bia mo betima na be 10% bi.
I see. But as so you are welcome.
Na me adom me ho ye.
You are fine. And I carry up pass. Harrison, be mo ma me na me nchio na we have a bomb.
No dey ma me ngina kwanya yuso na me nchia woni wa hwefo ni wati for ti dey wa me dikan kan no. Na me nchia me bra penin ma beto mo hwedua mo ha. Kessben. And then your mother tree. With the my main fan chat from Kwame, Mr. Frank Avevo, I would see me from outside. On the Bia was your Kessben Pantime, Kwame Charo say, I dare water follow Mr. Frank Avevo, Yamishan in Yuma Power, at the Abuagana. Mr. Speaker.
Yes.
So question and answer and same way been with the question a question amo na de ade no ya some but the fact of the matter is na me bra makati e kan ye no say asking questions na irrelevant and I say necessary say omo bisa questions questions we see bisa because e dan ya o mind obi na kitam obi enewo in the helm of affairs. Inti there was here then you be some questions. I could clearly remember say back in 2016 I call 2016 election around 2015 I call 2016 elections no. Dr. Bawumia has been asking a lot of questions. A lot of questions. Obisa questions be brave. To an extent say then times Vice President Kwame Zata, Bawumia saying almost about 170 something questions. See when yano. But what I don't remember and say questions about Bawumia beside no. Almost the questions, questions now. That is what I don't remember. See Obia Jina baby the questions. Kessben. Questions now. Now you know something. In some na MPP for campaign you must see Bawumia ni mo hwe fa ban no baby a economy no say Bawumia ni finga no cabinet kwa mo fa na dwena afen ma hu ade nti mo fa Bawumia adwen cabinet
aden
because Bawumia say problem or what instead of getting solution to the problem no what the questions never go is a problem now we call cabinet or speaker or kasa obefa serious we better cabinet or kasa obefa serious meaning he has no solution on in life yanya won from the one why na be so politics no all his life in politics has been questions no answer only solution be
but I know that the both solutions here but
they be questions. Mr. Speaker, Bawumia ba no portray who as one of the best economists in the world.
Yes.
To an extent, we on countless occasions, the flag bearer and another Dankwa Akufo-Addo, Ajina podium so I can see the ben. Bawumia was brought purposely for the economy. And you know, after so we near Bawumia by a bet economic team needing Professor Jamba for Honorable Appiah Kutu, Honorable Alankojo Tremante, Ebu Bo didn't cry ridicle NDC for do anybody remember the economic team of the NDC? And don't you remember Osafo Mafo? Then senior minister, Asamen Okaye. Was you by economic team no man? Yeka defense about me and enable. Yeka midfielder, Bawumia nebo. I send a friend wings, Bawumia nebo. Even the secretaries work on the committee. EMT no, Bawumia je. And you Osafo Mafo na kai. So Bawumia purposely was brought for the economy. And the question His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asked Bawumia was based on the economy. Bawumia wo position lecturers now what lecture na Central University no was based on the economy. Everything about Bawumia was economy. And he said, "Nay, o mampeni dada, e bisa relevant questions." on the economy. I was winning no. Answer every questions we also baby sano. You decide to say you do away with the 5 questions His Excellency John Dramani Mahama asks, and now set your own question. And do you know that approach? Do you know that particular approach about me? The Agama lizard approach. Agama lizard approach. The school Kolabia was seen at their for Agama lizard home type of Agama lizard. Deben the color to send at the other what an exam hall or punch up question paper and speaker. One who Agama lizard ho and what Danny paper and what try to say, Mr. Examiner, please allow me to set my own question and answer. What is Agama lizard? And what shall I say answer? And that is the approach about me. The Agama lizard's approach. You will not answer the questions that have been given to you, but you decided to set your own questions. And you see, the most funniest aspect is some of even the questions or no bisa Quran. They say questions are your Muhammad bisa. Very relevant, straightforward economic questions. Very straightforward. But questions about me bisa ebi class high intro, as he is known that he's a pathological liar. Ebi class high intro. He is known already. It even in his questions was that didn't throw in the 50 questions.
Yeah, he no bisa intro.
Seme baho, Mr. Speaker. Checking the question 34, sorry. The question no.
Me too.
Was it why was your government unable to deal with the problem of ghost workers on government payroll? Let's say the opposite opportunity say omo aba eden. Yes, abe yi ghost names e wo payroll no so. And then sheha. We a graphic online. May 20th, 2024. OSP picture na one Mr. Speaker. Title say OSP controller identify ghost names on government payroll in northern region and saved 34 million. 2024 higher. 2024 higher ghost names have been identified on the payroll. So even your questions of crown, you don't even know. You are not a idea. You are when you're aware. Say ghost names of crown still are in the payroll. You are not even aware. And who questions no more crown? What's had intro bisa questions? What me can ko bisa say? My want see hospitals dodo. And is this a question?
Me too.
Mono want see hospitals dodo. Is this a question? Dr. Baomiambra out and make a hospital omo ba ban mu a omo see from scratch to roofer in operational I employ necessary doctors omo ya adwuma sia. He should show us one hospital.
Kessben.
Sabi omo share from scratch. Oh my Mr. Speaker. Afa abanjuma ye for afa doctors, afa nurses, afa physician assistants. Omo ya adwuma sia. Not even one. And you add this to your question. Into questions no cry bogus. Agrobi keke na odi. Na sabi eya sefem. Say anka abronya no mo. Any communicators, MBB communicators say cancer answer say akoko nketenkete I would have spared them. I would say see they don't know. But me at least we credit you with some sort of intelligence. But some sort of intelligence we credit you with that. And this communicators now also fire that means you don't even know the reason why you want to become the president of Ghana.
I see.
Now the pottery industry the akoko elephant in the chassis. Obi be pottery Mr. Speaker. Akoko e so no ene the chassis. Enya akoko nketenkete. So obi di akoko enketenkete be 60 and I say 100. Now Odisika loan e wa Exim Bank. Now the turn the animals akoko no within the next 2 years. Unim sika sani pan be. And that is investing in the pottery industry. And then Makate Kayan, a Jumani Krum, Hani Pebre. And then Akuko Force Aye Kraba Krumha. Almost about $300 billion annually. And then the Akuko Force about Krumha.
Kessben.
Nasa and then you say, you money yen stabilize your pottery industry, no? ni yen share e mabu no mukina so that they can go into that particular venture and give them money. Not because Omo Anajo Mahama communicated to know the language in which he will communicate to them, no, is what he's communicating. Say, you think say there's something funny. You think say there is no sense in that. So meaning say Wankasa Kurano, you don't know the reason why you want to become a president. You don't have any reason. John Mahama has asked you direct question on the economy. Why is the dollar now 17 cedis? Answer. Why has our national debt stock ballooned from the 120 to 763 billion? Answer. What now we economic messiah no? Yiji sa questions we ano. Argentina and then Bank of Ghana apprentice Sikasa Aboka. Answer. These are simple and straightforward questions. And the last question, no plan, I say, Argentina who His Excellency Baumia as an economic team leader, economic manager, EMT, I send a friend president. Argentina say what giant lectures Emma on the economy. Now, speaker, do you remember that time? Now, dollar national assessment in 2019. Oman penalty committee, 40-member committee, so now Dr. Baumia can. This is the reason why Dr. Baumia was taken out, because he has no answer to problems. Taking Dr. Baumia out of the 40-member committee, was never a mistake.
But just informed by me, Harris.
Was never a mistake. It was a right decision by people who formed the committee. Because Dr. Baumia, Master, when he answer, you remember, say, Omoba Baimu, not Dr. Baumia, would he send your friend, finance minister, to call parliament, so go to the budget. He got to a place, he stopped. Because on Fanfasphobia, he was not useful to the team. His presence was very useless. Until I was a finance minister, and they do away with Dr. Baumia. Because now, Dr. Baumia, okay. That was why he was moved out from the EMT even at some point in time. Now we will see him for money in and insurance. If you come economic management team, you couldn't deal with it. We'll see him for money in insurance. Today we ask you straightforward economic question. You are dodging it and using the Agama lizards approach.
Made us 50 after 8. High Kessben 92.9. Machidu Media Suni. Be Mr. Speaker. My memory question so that been no question. Bame Emra was so that been for 10 minutes.
Speaker, good morning.
Good morning.
Minchet Yefonia Bim. Namenfa Nchakasi Emma, His Excellency Dr. Mahamadou Baumia. Omampenia bedi chia oba pro organa fenia o de ne ni swade hunu etudwa amagana fo. Hwe me ba hade bia meka. Se obia obedi omampeni wo omamiso a ye wade e fe no legacy e se de kai wo. Asensudi aye bowdi e den ye de kai wo. Never in the history of Ghana since 1957 independence, never in the history ayenya vice president omampeni abedi echira ye boni dia ye wa senso de e ka no never. And me say ubo yere akufo dia obia kai free maternal health care and national health insurance scheme obia kai, and now ubo ekufa do dia and me pia wa ye nia no be kai free senior high school amende emebunu over 5.7 million omunya akonya ko school mende anrobinia abafem ewo Ghana esanse den emofa no ewo school as a legacy of Ekufuado. Ubo Dr. Baumia, the legacy is one of digitalization. I just said to do more in less time with less stress. Anka first wo ya befa car afa trotro atena car mu akọ office bi akọ sewo mre why is simple with your phone so se bank na what transfer abanje 100 Ghana speaker ji 300 Ghana benji be 500 Ghana makati ji 1000 ye ko na me boa why is simple anya afa na otena car mu akotena bank as umre our legacy to its name. Yefa John Dramani Mahama as a vice president, there's no single legacy to his name. Onibi. Oh yes, let's mention one. Abanti say we are chance to mention one. As a vice president, Mahama, all mention Adibako Yema Ghana. Not one. Obo Mahama as a president, the legacy will be a kumare dumso. nobody born in this time will ever forget. And we have seen say Bawumia is a person who has what it takes to lead the country. And on Nakwenya to also here meba a flat tax rate eba ema edwumayefo ayedwuma. Enti okwaji area oye tax nsema aye huhu sabi amanfo ntia so mebe ne simple kura flat. Wase meba so wo kra na ma fi eba Ghana. Sika wutia o port duties no mebe ma ene togufo ebe low na se ebe pe. Said ebaya bibin kan se wo de wanema fa Togo because of say cheaper there be ye ben samon. Also me ba be training emebunu 1 million in digital skills. And we are different from coding skills. Coding are a part of digital skills. They say I tell me training 1 million digital skills. Me training pa ba 1 million e ka ho nema ye. Me share crankshaft, me share tire, me share sear, me share big parts. Obi so training in kwada 300,000 in coding. And there's also be training in kwada 300,000. Almost car brake part here. Almost we are the question airbus makana. Omontiasia. Bawumia is clear about his vision. It's the reason why and John Mahama Kasa or to a young Piamubia because he seemed clearly say, hey, Bawumia shall see Oba pray among for Ajina Tumpa Masisia Bibia Chese. NPP is winning the election in 2024 7 December. Declare. And that's why Mahama is showing signs of desperation. Desperation. Ento to Appiah. Oye ubia. Here, Ghana from Pacho. Before we film, there's a very good news for Ghana. Here, as I sit here today, we for a year some educational ranking Ghana, across Africa. So we can Maya in terms of educational quality. What's so power African Ghana you're also number 2 after Tunisia. Yes, and then make say so we have done so much for education. MPP. There's nothing NDC can boost off. Fair. Who said then Amaya Obabo Osio na bank hospital and rich hospital Rigipo a renovation. A renovation. Mahama NC hospital. A renovation. When see mobile and first 2 hormones may say when see rich hospital or renovation. And I'm saying that even with the renovation there was a plan. Under MPP over 1D1F over 200 factories working today. John Mahama Baye commercial sugar factory 3 hours and there was some why Juma 24 hours. Hey, Ghana for over 200 factories working. Because you more promising anyway. Yembra in some way so. Here, John Mahama Abisa Bawumia 5 questions. Tio, for me, Ubisa 5 questions. Bawumia Abisa 50 questions. Shadiabi. Ebra John Mahama Wabemu. Bawumia Ebisa 170 questions. It tells you there's so much wrong with the economy, so much wrong with the nation. Say, unya 170 questions to ask. John Mahama, Bisabini Anshe, unya 5 pe. Unya 5 pe. It tells you, say, he doesn't see much wrong with the Ghana nation. Because if there's so much wrong, you ask so many questions. Unya 5 pe. Bawumia Wabemu. And then it means 50 questions that won't mean yano. Yeah? Kessben. Debate about me affair no. And none of my chassis no. I just say and then about Mahama Jinaha, Bawumia Jinaha, Yankasa, Montumanwa, Mahama Onya Himbimbisa. Because the NPP government has done so well. I see. So well. Fiaminia. Because I'm Joe. The NDC makes the point to say, and of course, Mahama Sabisa question is say, hey. The Ghana Kaedi Akosro. The NDC makes it look as if say NPP Abobosiasi and NDC and Yanukreda. It's never true.
Kessben.
Yes.
It's never true.
It's never ever true.
To that extent.
Never.
Oh, Kwashi.
Never true. Me chawas here.
Where public record?
And yeah, public record. Me chawas here.
Me too.
See. Kufo Abres office na eka Ghana did about $9 billion. Number.
Yeah.
Between 2009 and 2016, Mills Mahama Baye, yeka echo up to about $35-36 billion. Okay. NPP Abreso in the last 8 years, yeka akobe $52 or so billion. What difference now? NDC has borrowed more dollars than NPP.
How possible?
I'm not much now. From 9 to 36, saying 27 billion. From 36 to 51, saying.
Me too.
Saying. Yes. I feel let me ask you. Here, Speaker, sir, maybe borrow tomatoes if you want change in toast can tell me you know if you want change. Now me a queenie and me dear bro. Mediocre tomato and mediocre a bro. How?
Anyway, got tomato.
Thank you. You borrow $1. You ndeka cedi. Who does say? You borrow $1. You ndeka cedi. It's for me say so obi beji ebeje wonten in toast and contain me no or the kind toast on do ka be bro. Ana me boa. Into for dollar terms now in dollar terms no NDC has borrowed far more than NPP and we have done far more than NDC. We have put 5.7 million children in school. We are building 101 hospitals. We have built so many schools where, and then we've added almost 2,700 classrooms to the stock at Ebeton. And we have over 100 e-blocks. E-block be at 24 classrooms. Yes. You see, 10 STEM schools, it is universities, 10 STEM schools. You see dormitories, you see assembly halls, you see dining halls. With that money, and I smaller than NDC for money. Here, open Kura and the Sikamu boy in dollar. Young family and the city be difference, no. Young family and the city for difference.
Yes, man.
Because here, with him, Uko Tia, Yankase, Mahama, Ebo, Busia, Santi, Ikutriano at the time of city rates in the between the city rates. What I say? What the I know I can't simple now. The NDC has borrowed more money than NPP. And we have done more with the less we borrowed than NDC. And there, John Mahama frustrated. Also, Ghana for AG NPP atuma or Appiah.
Okay.
I offer about me stupid.
Questions for man.
I think it's here fret about me stupid. Mr. Ghana for Muntemi. Muntemi, me say Ankai MPP. Na do them about me answer I be kind nesu. That's all man penny will be the idea that and there up power if you want change. Or ye and obia or ya so for or ya him or you be I also say what would TV o man power 4 years per on samba with him no or from honey sweetie darling munia obeto pega obia bejene de odi agura
me da say remember yeah Benjamin in sia so da maintain ben margin
munia
Kessben
obeto pega manincho 10 minutes
that's munia me raho
Aden.
Your mind any daching.
On my way. Now the question can I want.
Yeah. Say politicians they don't make the on the be a press will be on my and also be even sometimes Maakye I find it difficult to use this word govern because we are not being governed, we are being ruled. You know, we be ruling no. We are beka the wasoka. First of all, I think that Amampanyi for me and I say Amampanya be the actually Amampanyi that ashe debate nas in the media, raising questions, asking themselves, say be no. But the challenging part is that questions anka ye bisano, nanka biya su ye biano. Instead of say ye true questions in my home, because that doesn't solve the problem. I think that the yen ye follow politics for no. Ya pese who say questions no to me ya no ye da che no bia ebetumi aboa memema because bia Madrid ya menka mo bi ba memema but e bia do questions we bisa 50 we bisa 5 and none is answering and people are continuing to conjecture with a lot of conspiracy vision da bia any ho my ye mamu menia me There be a question I maybe some honey say these politicians are Mokroma.
Yeah.
Do they read our research reports? Do they have research departments? Most of these research reports, either locally or internationally made, kind. How the citizens are thinking about them and how the citizens are thinking about state.
Kessben.
I was even looking at the African perspective before saying about the local perspective.
I don't understand them.
And the saddest part is that the African perspective, there are a lot of people in Mali, Burkina Faso, and other areas that are conducting research of Munyaya and military are buying a medium. Now, when even local report, now only almost 87% of your citizens. Kase, or minor politicians ni buno, we are heading towards the wrong direction. It tells you that if they get a military government, it's better than what the politicians are doing.
About 86%, yeah?
Yeah, almost 87. That is the mindset of the Ghanaian. Say, no, politics for this since 1993 are more seven and more boamino. The ordinary Ghanaian who has lived through 1993 and then crack 2000 and the Madru respondent age, which is above 18. Most of them are saying, say Kokua and Keye. It tells you that your politicians are not doing enough.
Okay.
Whether MPP, NDC, Obiom, they have governed, they have ruled us. I don't want to use the word govern. They have ruled us since 1993. They need to, because most of the policies of Nebano, it doesn't resonate well with the people.
And those are not the aspirations of the people.
No.
If you're one person with the mind.
Yes. Most of their solutions are not even need-based. And yet, the here. The police are not doing no, so they are not even consultative enough. And Amande yeti krumai. Me de bi ameka minua. Me mpese me hu data. Data is me, I'm a data man. But sometimes observed communities, who the problem of the community than the data now use.
Okay.
Me, I'm not a fan of GDP. Right? I'm not a fan of inflation. Because these are aggregate data. A be no BOT croqueto mugrano on koto idea crowd because of the different form. The no inflation now cano on dream. Obi ana GDP no crano, yeka GDP, ube kumukra yeka say grow 4.5 aggregating the contributors of that GDP no be ana ukra on count. MTN no money which I not even yaya companies. MTN for the I think third quarter realized almost 12 billion profit or so. Iskadi ye Ghana dia. Tabi enye dia. Dia me pese me hunu say look at circle. Ye nyine ba ye dia fa circle. You know be how they are living some junky life. People not getting accommodation to sleep in. Accra is becoming very, very expensive. And as a society, as a state, you need to be develop affordable housing for a teeming population of Accra and Yababinda. Those are the issues. Say on paper, you see a health insurance. On paper, you mark all the accolades with health insurance, but it is ineffective.
What they call you?
Ye beje kura na duro na opese onya kura onya ebi kura onye obeka cho se we aban de meka yentua nti ahiafo no bi me the last time I went to hospital I think last 2 weeks or so I me ko hospital bi I oyar fire ho me ametua 1,000. I didn't even look at the health insurance because the health insurance will limit you your ability to access quality health. As of mine, we are not talking about quality health. Now yet Tiana question the Yebisa question obi answer. Now, Afrobarometer report also goes to say another major problem of your mind. Politicians do not have this answer. How do we create decent jobs for our youth?
Well-paying jobs.
Well-paying jobs. Not working poverty jobs. Yet in Groma. Wouldn't say more Hurunkuko, maybe 5 CDs a day.
Oh, sir.
Oh, yeah. You're more 5 CDs, are near more, you're near more. A day, 5 CDs. Or more Hurunkuko. Then politicians do not have answer. Say, Binyan Crofo, I'm on my year, Jumapa, near to your Moka Papa.
Kessben.
So, over a manifesto, all of the things they are saying now, they are conspiracy. Wow, vision here conspiracy. I say, Ubi or say, UFOs. I don't know whether you follow those things. Unidentified flying objects, like Ubi or say Nyame Bachina. Like that is the vision. The vision doesn't actually solve the problems that ye maimuno ye pese solve, because ye problem no. Say people are a lot of people, even including myself, a lot of people are into what we call learning helplessness. Like, or more hopeless in such a way that even today, Okaso Binfa Sahara, Enko Libya, Enko Abruchi, Enko Fansu. All these things are things that was a politician, or Dreho. And also Nyatema, a moment. And yet the Ubechadi, Ubenya Bebrebedina. Radio, so now you may say no. Whatever you are doing, the people are not feeling it. Minya, young core education. I think I've seen, say, a CSDG report. I have not seen the report, but I've seen most of these guys share. It's not a sustainable development goal. Yes. So I was
UNESCO.
Yeah, so I was looking at Mahousen Mo Ibrahim financing something on the report. I was going to look at it because Mahousen Naman for spreading on social media saying Ghana's quality education.
We can't be sister, we can't be Botswana.
Right. I've seen it on a lot of platforms. Naman for say we have the quality education, blah 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 blah. I've not seen the report, but I'll look at it. Right, because the last time I checked on what we call Human Capital Index, which comprises education and health. The education bit, you know, na Ghana ni Burkina Faso ni Mali, any Niger, our Moyoku state, you know, and Ebre. So I don't know where this report is coming from, and I think I'm glad Makati my report. Our quality of education is one of the worst in Africa and also in the world. Right? We are just a stateless economy where people today dancing on TikTok. They think dancing on TikTok yields them some dividends and revenue than even learning. TikTok. Who is even shaping the mindset of our youth? No one. Education is shaping your mindset too. The education doesn't impact values. The Ghanaian education, it doesn't impact values. It doesn't impact any integrity measure. It doesn't do anything. Even academically, practical and critical thinking, it lacks it.
Logical reasoning.
Passing now. As I'm heard, because there were some times when I was doing my undergrad. There were certain courses I intentionally failed them. I go D, manya F, but minya D. One was culture, gender and culture. And there be the example. Gender and culture. Akwana no chazin he was a shark or something like that. The entire me failing he say Kroman we encourage gender ni. Gender teaching at the universities is feminism. Or about women.
Yeah.
So they'll go to women and development, WID, women in development, all those things about women. But gender is not about women. Gender is inclusivity of the male sex and the female sex. So, exams in the year, exams make my favorable money panel. No, I try 100%, 20%. But and there are a lot of factors. Obi, make I say your SS, Tamale Secondary School Minia. Yeah, koto book no, past questions book no. There be an net ho, ne choose bidi because why what's your repeating questions next year? What do you say next year no? What do you solve from 1993? Yeah. To then 2006 sir. What's in the bibeba. So when you pass, it doesn't mean you are academically inclined. And I wouldn't matter. So your politicians, if they want to solve our problem, just look at circle. They look at Lima, so last me for Lima area, hope we got to be now. They should look at these areas and bring very sustainable solutions. Able to me, ama yen na ya hwato ye. Enye fa kuma bi.
Made I say 30 minutes after 9. Mame entwa me honya aboafo nkracho yimra. Me koba ye beto aso na ye ne wadi enkomo. Stay with me. Me ba sisi.
Ajuma yefue me mama juma na mu business tete sen
bra me business kwa na ekofo
so wan come multi credit
dabi ma ko multi credit
me nso makwaje bosia ma na ya me ka o me twa susu se me de kwa kotua me kwaya hwedo befu a ye de ato office no mu chese omode me sika na twane o
so wan come multi credit
ane man come multi credit
me nioma abegu port ma ya me nyesika nkoyi deadline na twam ama abide ne nsa ato nioma yi so sheka amabo
so wan come multi credit
no credit man come multi credit
emum ajadifo bia so den se mo come multi credit ya enka nya to mu nyina entom me be kire mu ne multi credit to me ye woni ama begu port na woni account multi credit kwa na be bo mama ne ya wo be uni ama na ma multi say for 20 days to susu 20 days na chi no ye obenya bia ye bo ma bosia
enu bi na adwadifo hema akoye ya ene ne suto na bom ma bi no kane no na ne suto no emu ye hwe ni na nso ode no ho bom multi credit no ene ye ka adwadifo a ono nso frɛ no ho adwadifo hema multi credit
where bank adwuma bia savings current accounts Vigo MoneyGram eSwitch and MTN mobile money Bank of Ghana multi credit to me credit and wanya na Ghana ba bia be ko bia 0322037418 someone come multi
na ye ni muntra
Hey, I didn't take you, baby. I
the way your papa,
man, no, 2 minutes. No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes, man. Oh, come here.
Our refu dear naba. Edian kwanaba no pay ya. Or betium, bemetium, na wo kumio no kumi. Edia, obekunkumu. Nanse obeti no ba way, no way nam hana way nam ha. Edia sam ne sifiha. Wainti na makacha mo say. Edru memenda anopa abonon song. Ekobonon chrono. For radio no fato Kessben 92.9 FM. Metre 7 to 9 AM. Netie mi orire me ne ma pamfo ne enchechem aware no munsam ene niema ebema efie ha edimu hia mi orire ewo Kessben 92.9 FM na yenyina yembom na yendwendwen efie ho ensem.
This is 92.9. The radio station that other radio stations listen to.
We have from Port Canopy. Good morning,
Mr. Speaker. Mini Abema Speaker. The only speaker. Mr. Speaker. Yeah, Mini Abema Speaker.
Speaker.
Good morning, Mr. Speaker.
Alright, from watching Anope.
Mr. Speaker.
Alright, for
Bijin Super.
Anope, you've cut the eye of the speaker.
It was it. But the Mokana OBSU. Then I'm watching Hanya.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker. Eba Netieno Ubensha Yamishra.
I'm sure that say 17 minutes after 9. I have Kessben 92.9. Match Jumedi so and the main faster than be Emma in Mascon Estate Ghana Limited. And I pay one more daroma, one more boy a year pa. Now a Mascon eton sase. Wamon sase no dodo na no egu chopoli ewo enkra ha. Se utie manope na o pasase e dia yo project bi se eye private and for commercial purposes anope se when a Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for etimi edi enkomo womo bejo so na afi womo timi ama wasase ne bi ato womo sase de eye papa mpacho masotwe bia no ene ho eno nchi anope se utimi nko ade mpacho tuanamo na koja sase ne bi one plot eye 15,000 no a 70 by 100 by measurement and a half plot no a 9,000 Ghana cedis 100 by 35 by measurement na what me akọ na enhyehyɛ ni nie pacho wa woto one plot no womo emma wakwanya sɛ o de 3,000 Ghana cedis e de beto ase na afi 12,000 no womo ama 12 month 1 year na o de achicha nkakrakra afi woto half plot a womo emma ɛyɛ akwenya se ubetua 3,000 ato ase na afei 6,000 ebeka no o de 6 months etuatua ni nyina no nkakra umpe wei na opedie anope ibo homoden na one Mascon Estate Ghana Limited for any enkomo se o nkran ha ko eye community 18 junction Spinters Road no eso womoni Allied filling station no edi enhwe ni mo anope ko na one womo any ensa so mo numbers ni 0553 840-646 0553-840-646 and our face 0553-838730 na wone Mascon for any enkomo anopay one so na womochemi abua by Charles McCarthy so na this week ana Supreme Court no esanso eko eye asetina biem Speaker Backben file a motion say and stay no Supreme Court no and rescinding the decision but eno no enti me amemusa enti eno eye enkomo ye baso say na yetimi aka ho asem na watwe mu anso ana the US Department of State the visa restrictions said the aba say obibia we individual na obeya dia eye contrary to eye Ghana, yen democracy, say no. Those are some of the measures woman are taking. But I for 7 minutes. Now I feel young fancy. Jazzy. Yes.
Me kasana me mau figures be. My main fair ne mau answer 542,131 teens became moms.
Kessben.
In just
became moms.
Yes.
Into one
okay. Within 2016 to 2020. Where United Nations Population Fund or my report. Yes. And Eastern region.
Yes.
Director of Education said 30% of Nkrom war on Emano. They are resorting to bleaching, skin bleaching. Think my kid na my memory we made a near US for the abandoning here me because I am not an enabler an anti-democracy you know or more here on no mobile adjumano na when co Supreme Court will hear me as a Ghana Hanwao ya who say ye passam surasem ye shemra ye niso ya ne see ati constitution and your constitution is say ye were 3 arms of government and no more come abroad for say separation of powers and that no arm has oversight and has a power to regulate or control the other but they work in collaboration. In recent times, as a Supreme Court has arrogated to Omoho the power to regulate the work of Parliament. And to know utie Chief Justice or transfers, public or transfers. Onon tia say Parliament is not sitting in the country. As if say one after Parliament for Juma. As if she pays them from her pocket. So she does not understand why Parliament is not sitting. We tears our commentary no. What has entered this woman? What is wrong? Is it the first time Some term we synodai ye TBN
in infinity.
This is not the first time. In any case, Parliament enter 365 days a year. And it doesn't happen. Maybe there's Sinti, but then she played blind. Siga, her mama law and now the judicial this and the mama now your time. It's not appealing.
I say that.
I say what can say it's like it is after mama now your time. Say you share more. You share US. You share UK. retired judges opinions ọmụma wote aze sɛ ɔno bɔ ne image ho ban sɛnea ɛbɛyɛ wawie n'adwuma akɔtena fi na law students ɛnkɔfa law report nkan na the reviews ankorakora de bɛma no no ɛbɛbu n'abam so they always want to
Kessben
image but Ghana ha Supreme Court judges are supposed to be authorities when it comes to law. Unfortunately, Speaker, they are not. May he so rest in peace. Samuel Mafusau, okay, I know. What trouble book? Ghana School of Law and Ghana Law School, whichever way. Students are not taught AUZU. They became authority. Our lawyers rely on. He ran away from Onwani book during 2013 election petition. No. Is it? Am I stating facts? Any yeboa. So Chief Justice now you're born to do say what give 5 million bribe. On ye na no they are called retirement no. Supreme Court wa Ojai Ghana CIs eto ekofa black law dictionary against what the country has created for itself. And I know Justice Esaba Araba Saki Tokunu Wayebi. Speaker.
Yes.
Mediama o producer.
Kessben.
Secular na Speaker referencing that agreement between the Chief Justice Kwasi Ani Yeboah and then Chief Justice Tokonu.
And the actual screen.
Very good. Manin cut down. First one there brofu keke. Manin cut down me per page 2 no. When she was delivering her ruling, or can the play say 7 speakers specifically, personally. But per this, there's nowhere. Speaker, there's nowhere. I don't want to read that column 1. And now row 1 now, Chief Justice. A general to say, the court consider the 7 to be proper. Because between Onono and the speaker, any secular media to Jano, it is about 7 the speaker personally. Nowhere in this secular, if you are not make school with classic, anti brofo speaker. Nowhere. Or see, to serve the speaker, it must be done through the legal office. On Mondays, specific. On Mondays, you know, crown. And on me pursue our kind. Me pursue me kind. Me pursue our kind. Now,
you should find the other sentiment.
What I say? You see, speaker, say. Mutasi na mo document. You can abandon your document. So mo court. When court of competent jurisdiction, no mean a court. It's a Supreme Court, a constitutional court, a human rights court. Mutimitu mo nyama makanugua. Siga. It become worrying. Yes, sir. Yen jidi wo court system anymore. Madam account. Me ni wunya case pa. Siga. Na se nye for media. The media ras matters. Me ko mi kromo di nsu agobo odia. That is cheaper and affordable. Okay. Share Supreme Court say Constitution 1992 Constitution say 3 months to election. We MP now we can be what I say. Yen two swababio me
yeah
90 days or no 3 months. There will be no replacement. So there's a vacancy. Meanwhile, Supreme Court might say 40 days are now 38 days are okay. They cannot leave these constituencies without representation. Are you wiser than the Constitution?
I have found I was the main kind.
One, who called table no more there two so now. Table won't say there's a table, there's a individual, the one speaker.
I'll say in view of the foregoing, the Honorable Lady Chief Justice has therefore directed that in serving processes to the above mentioned officials, the following should be adhered to.
Yes.
Henceforth, table. Okay, one. Yeah. Right Honorable Speaker of Parliament. I'll say all court processes should be served on the legal department of the parliamentary service.
Very good.
Acceptable times. I'll say Mondays during working hours.
Yes.
What you say?
Yes.
Over two now, I'll say two. The clerk to Parliament. All processes should be served on the clerk to Parliament. Mondays, other weekdays from Thursdays to Fridays, between 7 a.m. and 8 a.m. Even Parliament, when Parliament is in recess.
Speaker, yeah. So if you have this document, you directing an enforcement of Article 117 and 118. Now we try 360 before all television cameras. I catch a Ghana for say yes, I can't yet. Now also serving the speaker directly. Meanwhile, in your words, there's nowhere you about directly. See, I say Ghana court today. Say judge in the Tracia or young from so I won't mean conscience who I am from so.
I got to for Bami.
They are all knowing. Meanwhile, court system Nankasa allows for corrections. And into a more appellate system.
Yeah.
They say, I have never seen any court sit down, say a panel of 5 at Nasi speaker. Now we're appealing at the same panel, a bit review on my decision. They are so like, I don't know.
I say you're more pet. There is an addition, and if say a 5 panel, one more the 2 become 7.
Okay. Until this
so
case,
the 2 makes the differential.
This case, was there an addition?
What I saw was 5 members.
Was there an addition?
I didn't check.
If you are being fair with the court rules, would the decision about will be appealing to the decision, still vary the decision, stand down your decision. Now you wanted to be fair. Are you not going to add to?
Okay. Make that say my
Mama will be time.
My memory question so that
you are not learning from best practices.
Question by me na yenko.
As Steve said, moya bosom na yesum.
Speaker Badasi.
Yes.
And then Parliament a aba NDC or kasa normally a part of Mostana and Siamo kasa. NDC's MPPC one single hospital from scratch from beginning to end. Oh yes, I used to yourself in the foot. There were many hospitals that you see from beginning to end under NPP. And I mentioned a few for you. I'm sure say me near come have come asam da pagri bachi dankwa or ba some time ebo we money. We don't have much time to the member kakresu ni akọ. Me 32 had me say 47 baby. From Akontombra Bogosu Elubum Poho Swaim Wasadunkwa Jumapo Punkatamansu Akre here up a check it. It's not to Horma from beginning to end. MPP they see a commission yejuma. Enkotia mem kwabin edukrum achiase opako check it. Swami twedie sabronum ko check it. You see hospital e wo honma yejuma. NDC you can't mention more than 15 a year on your time. You can't mention mun to me. Yawo Odumasi New Side Adansi Asukwa Town Puano Osinija Kaswa Akwel area cry here obi nkonko check say nso to sensi wono mana asiri Fumsua Krofukrum Nanton area Awoma Dodofie Mankango Tempani Central Zwarungu Bedema Brefo Bapare in such as I can mention or anytime. You see hospitals where separate from Agenda 111 hospitals. Over 47. Kufodi or Shasia and the UJ projects or Shasia. Mahama abandoned your money from Sanka. Kufo buy out of another buy out of 6. Over Chifu Pass Hospital, Ayahujuma, Konongo, Ayahujuma, Wa Ayahujuma, Ga Isa Ayahujuma, and Soko, this hospital, Ayahujuma. What has here? And see, sir, when I'm kind of you shoot in the full moment, try cry. Ya Juma in the healthcare sector, Kasa. Anything a Supreme Court, I can ask him. Now, Maakye,
Kessben.
Lawyer.
Maakye
lawyer. Me first say be careful in the sense
but Supreme Court is not above reproach.
in the sense won say MP na no a judge for no omo metena won to say judge bi about na media kasada what just here now it's funny say Maakye say and omo ti wa wonye lawyer we correct Supreme Court.
No, what I am panel is that some year we anywhere would me criticize a judgment.
Oh, but just yeah, I'm to some coming here. Okay. Also, what can what yeah, some can also respond to what you're saying.
Me too.
Let me say it's funny say what 1 year lawyer. Would they also are correct? Would they who so correct? That Supreme Court judges are Nipa 5 who can boom more experience over 100 years. Wouldn't see you. And I'm say what I say. I simple. What the assembly echo majority assembly court the Supreme Court speaker the obey menye me bahala so kan wasem the obey menye okoso aye and afi atom the bread won tie no wo ko say the Supreme Court here no enye constitutional what are here and they've proven to you and mentioned me be a constitutional and as we speak now NPP remains majority. NDC remains minority until say Supreme Court ever can some by 11 November na yes inti other one inti the next time Parliament sit it's expected say NPP will sit on their usual majority side and the NDC on minority side. Speaker won't me otherwise. What you say? Won't me and disobey Supreme Court no. Why the first one on my hand? Won't me sanye bi. Onye above the law. The Supreme Court itself, the judges, almost above the law. Above the law. Above the law. There's nobody in this country above the law. And see, Omakasa, as simple as that. Many we can argue over some clause in the Constitution. Brapono ama the power to Supreme Court say, "When we are a final case closed."
Kessben.
South Supreme Court we are needing some and this further. South Court system ya na ato forcing almost say munja na wanenko anambwa. South Court ya na just question di asema anambwa. Edima odi amu ya ade. Yendia ma odi amu nye.
Court and the asema maja case.
Yendia ma odi amu nye.
Hey, speaker.
Yes, the same court here.
Court the asema maja.
The same court here. What is here?
Kessben.
And the speaker Supreme Court has spoken.
Okay.
As simple as that. Nobody has the power. Who need the power to say will be disobey.
Okay.
Yes, we have that power. In the case closed. Yes, some Parliament some fair. NPP majority, NDC minority. Nagana juman koso. Na nkofo ese etwomuka omunyem odwumania no. Omkoso yentwomuka omunyem odwupepepe. Nagana nko nim. Na ba omia by 7 December. Ombram yentuma no ombeto aso yen adwuma na gana fa mu tiemi o mo kwa mo nkai nipa wadwempa adwempo mu oduma gana aye number 1 oyin yew aye number 1 ba omia otoma na toma the parliamentary candidate of NPP men kwa skirt and blouse eboman
Beda say Harris Mamincho
so calculated attempt na ombezo mo yedi say Jomama ayaba omia na is it is neither here nor there Jomama nyaba omia then unless say wote kasa wote fa wati kwachi wontim fa waso seriously na de Jomama ka no obi asam na okan wa brochi man mu ana oyem fantu bi ondidi ba omi atem Jomama ni sa time na didi ni patem recently time about Omia equally Jomama for a debate but Omia used words like he's empty as his policy and at the end of the pre singing Wasi John Mahama is empty as his policies. And then they praise singing. No bonabaso. No be jina no wa share that 10 year na be claim victim or has to say the obi adi whatever. So you need to never wash. Masa, it is simple 5 questions, direct questions that have been directed to you to answer. You have run away from them. Agree, you won't me answer because you know nothing about the economy. Even your own government, MPP as a government, your own government, you have been rejected. Economy is my own meho because you see when you say if you kakra what the economy, and you have 40 member committee, $100. You am because you know nothing about it, and it's a fact. Okay, I was say Red Hospital, San Semino. When you are renovating the idea, Mr. Speaker, as anti-mantem, when I'm saying none higher no tune for base, a Buddha, a sent to my favorite nabon, to she see or first camera and a conformity.
Yeah.
When I'm saying as anti-minor, name MPP for question 1.7 million vote. When I'm saying Pesio winning election will come her, almost than your money shares anti-minor, anti-minor to vote to Mama no win election. Most ministers will come her, they are from the Ashanti region. MPs do donor if the Ashanti region in the MPP. Ba mo jam o hene kese abetena bonten ehwehwe sika se odi koye okonfo na renovation ade amu na mu aban mu enya mo ferie wo betena ase jo mama a renovate regenti ene nyehwe usu utimi a renovate okonfo no che. If you can also renovate okonfo no che. One was ma waka say agenda one I was very emphatic, Mr. Speaker. What my seminar me say from beginning and I said, Alpha Nipa, where you Juma.
My example, I mentioned about. I don't say,
Master, speaker, journalist, Krumhan, come on, lunch. And I say, I'm going to be a hospital. Please, when you were talking, I was quiet. Please discipline yourself.
I'm not for check it.
You bought Legon Medical Center, I wouldn't see any pay tomorrow. Speaker, my boy.
Yeah.
You bought Range Hospital, I wouldn't see any pay tomorrow, my boy. You bought Bank of Ghana Hospital, wouldn't see any pay tomorrow, my boy. You were born in United any pay tomorrow. One chair back and pay more. Nini na yes 30% completion. Ebi kura assassin on my dear to nobody. I just mentioned hospitals. That's a yes, see hospital. Please. When you were talking, I was very quiet. I disciplined myself in 2 days.
Harrison, Supreme Court, so mama, just
this last one. I'm back. Supreme Court, you okra. This last one, in a way, say MPP for Genesis. Sebi omonkwa na school. Na school no mu kowie na yanya bianko. Anasi ye ko school no less than greater than omo akere no. Omo na eti ase pa. Why ninim nyansa anasi like to which extent? And I hope chere nipa say e ka Ghana dey 120 million from billion from Nkrumah Mbreso. Edos send 763 billion. Mr. Speaker, you know what I'm saying?
Also, rate of percentage.
Rate of percentage in any. Rate of percentage in any. Sikana ni adika sama na percentage in adika sama. What paja in national debt stock? I could do 763. You can't. What's your rate of percentage? 120 billion dollars on Senate. 700. Hey. What's on? That is your logic. Logic now is here, no. And young people want I mean, if it's greater than less than I actual school have been wasted. Your primary teachers and JSS teachers now wasted. What? To me, better than say about what you're saying. Are there 763? 763 today is lesser than 120.
That's not.
Ghana really needs a reset. Mr. Speaker, Mame come and so court. Time I question. I made the Andrew 4 minutes.
Money just for 3 minutes now, man. Comment time. I want some
Andrew 4 minutes.
5 minutes.
LPG.
So the card now.
Send the engine out there. Only a yellow.
Mammy,
Go about the only a yellow. All right,
Kessben.
Speaker.
Yes.
Kessben.
Where madam for na. Lawyers be brave now for until sometimes come as a me James ba me ni magati ya adrio.
Say
mo law no mo ya adrio kroma. And if I observe a lot of things, I think that in most cases, no more apply law, no saying common sense. Right.
Kessben.
In most cases, more apply law, no saying common sense. But I believe, say, the foundation of law, common sense. Maybe I believe so. Maybe there are other moral aspect of it, but the foundation of law is common sense. Minya, what is happening at the Supreme Court?
Kessben.
It's just a waste of all of us our time. The here somewhere in the parliament, no, or my people be afo, and this number be MPP number be speaker number be. What Ghanaians want to see in the parliament house, no, your legislature, no, is to see them sit. And maybe bills be whatever pass, say laws be whatever pass, and I say be a scabby, a bush, and be a cobaba. Ubia na mdibabi musi yankoche manzo. As if the manzo general will solve the problem. Magati, is it going to solve the problem?
Just imagine.
It is not going to solve the problem. Ndina make us say, the law no, so your society no has become an argumentative society.
As a litigation, indeed.
Very argumentative, no development too. And I was a speaker na right, Chief Justice na right. Supreme Court here right. The critical issue is that Parliament is not sitting. Who caused it? It was caused by the Supreme Court. Because instead of applying common sense, no, they applied law. Imagine say media afenyo case in the coin and Appiah Chief Justice and as the Supreme Court no e ka say afenyo the transfer na free speaker. Na any speaker nyina antena mu na hu say even though law no ho mo na mo si makom law school law no ho but speaker na makasa asem na me say repeat bio speaker say ne mu ye parliament yi aka 3 weeks or 4 weeks ye choruses ye obia anytime obia ko any campaign obia ko any bibi ye law say was say pass the first quarter budget of 2025 was say pass and say the kwayako ndisa bobo ni kaka no speaker ho die say ne ye be ye no ye betimi ama adwobraba ama yetima pass distance na this parliament you every because ye wie kra wie the Supreme Court sat and apply law even law no kra na even so kra say wa ma apply law no
which can law
okay say mo na mo ka me menye law student
okay
and omo koye bia say ne
Kessben.
yeah first this today is 1st November right minia by 20th November o ka say MP bia mra mbetena parliament and pass bill amasa e be yasemo because especially say or you sitting MP sa ni constituency no onim say one wo pre obetima betuna o ka so ma
okay
inti mesre law for no don't make our society a very argumentative society. Let less common sense apply in some most cases because common sense is the basic sense it may solve problem be amina.
Yeah, power corner adie bi koso na me bosso tew na masori akọ adwada me ba ye be ye ho adwuma. There is a new law ya pass, okay? Parliament pass. Na your friend the National Roads Authority Act 2024, Act 1118. Just say ya kase samra we eyemra ama agencies bia nka omo share Ministry of Roads and Highway ase. They say yakeka omo nyina abom Ghana Highway Authority, feeder roads and urban roads, okay? Yakasa agencies me saying nyina no e de abom and yaye ne baako and as say your friend the National Roads Authority, okay? Enti urban roads, feeder roads, highways authority ya guni nyina yaka ni nyina de abom say and yaye ne baako na tie de wo munie ya guni wie ye no Oma we medical catcher say obia te baby no oya ade a ni interest nti no ode ye yɛde mmiɛnsa no nyinaa bɔ mu wieɛ no ana ɔmampanyin frɛ mpanyinfoɔ mmiɛnsa na wɔn deda the agencies no nyinaa no okay ana ɔka kyerɛm sɛ feeder roads urban roads highway authority sɛ mu nyinaa mo aba bɛyɛ one authority mo mmiɛnsa no nyinaa nso sɛ mo yɛ CEO so sɛ mo yɛ ho ahwan o but the question is that mu nyinaa nso mu ntumi mɛyɛ director generals for the same authority enti mo mmiɛnsa no nyinaa no yɛbɛhwɛ mayi deɛ was serving for a very long time na media may come as him. Na oye the senior most because this is civil service. And you know oye den ya obi ba mu ja obi. Okay? Ana mu nyina mo agree gentleman's agreement. And as I say I think said the oye urban roads. CEO no wo mo aba be the director general. Okay, for this new authority. Ana in September this year Omampanyin true krataa de emeki appointment no letters ni nyina wa ha na meba Monday and making kind wo wie na by gentleman agreement chief executives mienu na aka na urban roads ni feeder roads no agree to become the deputy director generals for this same authority ana moye ni say wie ana omampanyin issue obi appointment letter de ayden e de amana Ghana Highway Authority workers ni munu ya wamwati kwa apai. Okay? Na die nti wamwati kwa apai a wamwati kwa apai nyina no is because adenti ya ma womum CEO no ama meye the director general for the new authority. Okay? Na we no ebu apayo. Wamusi yo nke ba ye no Highway Authority na nkomo ye authority dada. Mumu odu nti kese so mumom CEO no and the substantive CEO na urban roads ni feeder roads no womo ababe deputy director generals whichever agreement that went on between Sankrofo and ni omampanyin media I don't care and again say yeti here ya kai say constitution ni mo omampanyin kwa so no making appointment omampanyin na appointing wasa fire but the question is that there are people within the highway authority and your mampanyin appointment why ne ha omo because yan serve omo interest in ti omo ayo omo adwen say the implementation of this new authority omo me masokra ana omo akwakọ mobilize highway authority workers no many wo ka say on the 28th of October motro petition more circulating petition di bia code baby am person modi kobia. I have the petition. The question is that sa papa na wodi mo nim no ye engineer na ote na wo hyehyɛ mo asema mo yes animal. Mo kan chen so onyai. Na position no nya ade obenya adi. Ansem fo no de ya na meme nsuso so. Wakotena ho akoye agreement na ye bibia awie. Omampanya ye na appointment awie. We move forward. Emo bia me ho bia adwe me yo bia sum dede bia wo krom ha na mo kra no first of all yenhu de mo hyɛ da ye e wo Ghana ha ya ye we yenhu de mo ye no adwuma kra de ahyɛ mo nsa no yenhu enti mo nka nkyerɛ man no engineer no mo nka nkyerɛ no sɛ wo hyehyɛ hyɛ mo achi a wo ye na mo nya petition na mo nkoye demonstration mo nya sit down enya adwuma wo Ghana ha sɛ eye makati obi hyɛ hɔ no ma wo no ye engineer deɛ amana koba ne sɛ deɛ nankoye CEO asese wa be deputy director general no wo ya sɛ papa ne resign na papa ne resign ya yetimi de ono no de naba be den e de naba be hye wo blame obi so obi koya no wankoji CEO wakoji deputy director general enti onfa na dwuma nto ho because wanko show competence mo mampanyi anye den amfa director general na ama no wo na wo criticizing nipa no of that issue no wo so nya director general deputy director general position na abeden ubedi enti it is not about say omampanyi na anya bibiye eye mo interest na mpese mo serve na interest na amaso eye mo fa ntwe ba bi atwe medical ma mo won na edikan say by Monday mu nya sa ne ma na ye ba ye ba bobɔ mu nyina mu dini ma ha ho mo voice note enkomo a musia workers ni omudi nyina wa ha ha ho don't disturb yourself na munya isa ade ko hwe potos ade dada motorway so amuntimi nya ye ho adwuma mo so ya na mo ba be ha nipa adwe Ghana I'm sorry to us. I got a buy a baby way home come or letters in the BBA. Audios in the idea why a baby bob with the umboa. One more interest, one person almost savvy, one more interest, one more interest. And yes, one more fighting for institution. No, and yeah, one more cassa interest. And no more person more fighting. Now, yeah, mamma for more interest in a good institution in my because a Jumacra institution is a sort of moyen. Muntiming. Dear man promotions are never neither. Your man promotion are neither. A your no man among Kwamuyede. A Jumana Ghana for her potos and the dada Kwamua. Muntiminga Hungry. Mediwasi, Yapon Sejo, happiness. Or the made production neighbor. Joada don't do me any Bessani with the Asia. Na Yatua Ghana and Komoso. Stay blessed and have a very good and wonderful weekend.
This is a